reading romance novels in the first month of the year, and I managed to finish some books which I am going to review in this video. Hi there, I'm Manpreet. I make book related videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And today's video is my wrap-up video, mini reviews of the books that I read last month. So without further ado, let's get started with this video, which has 7 mini reviews. Number 1 book that I finished reading in last month is See Me by Nicholas Sparks. This is a romance novel, but with elements of thriller in it. There is this attorney who is being stalked. There is this guy who has anger issues, have this love plot going on, but there are so many things that are creepy and that are thrilling, and I really like this novel because of that. Basically, if I'm judging it as a romance novel, it's okay, 3.5. But I am really loving this book because of the themes in it. A guy with anger issues, a girl is a very simple one, so she doesn't have something important going on. But the thrill of it, but the mystery of it, all of it was something I loved, and I'm so glad I finished reading this book because Nicholas Sparks is one of my favorite romance authors. Next book I picked up after this was again by Nicholas Sparks, which is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks, and I have read this book before. Last time I read it, I found it good, but I didn't find it very good. But this time I found it very, very, very good, and I'm so glad I reread this book. Obviously, I reread it because I liked it last time. But yeah, I am really glad that I reread this, and yeah, this is The Notebook by Nicholas Sparks. My ratings, I think, would be the same. So there are more things I appreciated in this book, but the ratings, I think, are like 4 out of 5 stars. Next, I picked up this disastrous novel called Promise Me a Million Times by Keshav Aneel. I really picked it up because it was a short novel, and it is so terrible. I mean, there are so many things wrong in this book. The way they deal with women, like objectification and stereotyping women, is rampant in this book. And I have this 1,000+ word review up on my blog discussing this book because apparently it's a very popular book amongst youngsters, and I'm just really worried about the future of a country that is reading this kind of book. And I don't know what you'll learn from this one, because not something you should read, not something you should use to get inspired or anything like that. My ratings, 1 out of 5 stars. If I could give 0, I would give it 0, but 1 out of 5 stars. I actually was working with 2 authors this month, actually 3. One of them is secret for next few months, but yeah, I was working with 2 authors, and one book was this erotica romance novel which is called Ouija Board by Robbins. It's a very short novella kind of book, and I really liked it because of the theme and the characters, and I really liked it. I have done a full review of this book, and I'll link it down below or up there. You should check it out if you are into erotica romance. I really feel like I like reading it. It's like a good weekend read, entertaining enough. It has some mystery going on. I'd like the first part more than the second part, but yes, you have a full review with me discussing everything about this book without giving away any spoilers, so you should check it out to make your decision on whether you want to read this book or not. By the way, I have reviewed all the books in this review right now on my blog, so if you are like, Manpreet, give us full reviews, detailed reviews without spoilers, then check out my blog. It's linked down below. Okay, and next book I read was this, I Do Had a Love Story by Ravinder Singh. It's again a very famous college romance novel in India, and I hadn't read it before, so I was like, let's pick it up, and I'm really happy to be reading it. It's not that complicated, very well written romance. It's like a very raw account of this true story of 2 people falling in love, and just falling in love and getting to know each other and all that stuff. And I really like this love story. I am glad I read it. I feel like if I was a college student, I would like it more, but still 4 out of 5 stars for sure. Very simple novel, so I get it when a lot of people do not like this book. Trust me, the Manpreet of this time of present would not like this book this much. But this is the thing about me reviewing books. I always try to review books according to the target audience. Now, I as a 25-year-old, if I'm complaining that this book is more for 18-year-olds, that's an unfair review, right? So I do not try to do that. I know this is a college romance novel written for teenagers, and then I am analyzing the book according to teenagers best I can, okay? And that is how it happens. So I totally get it if you do not like it, but I think it's a really good book. 4 out of 5 stars. This going on my face because of the sun, which is right there. Not good. But second last book that I read last month was The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. It was a fantasy romance. It's about this guy who both of these books actually had a similar theme. A Guy in Hell, A Girl on Earth, but both are very different kind of books. It's an erotica romance, it's a fantasy romance, and I really liked it, okay? Not very much. It's a very simple young adult novel. You would like it. I have seen a lot of people review it on BookTube, but I am not sure it's so good, okay? I have done the full review of why I did not like it so much, and it's just like a 3.5 star read. I mean, if you have read all the best books out there and you need to read a book, yeah, you pick it up. And lastly, I was working with the author of this book to review the fantasy novel. And this is Nasteya, the Aryan Saga by Kiran-Nirvan, actually written by two authors. But this is about this guy who was about to be a king, and then his kingdom is just ruined, and he goes on a journey to find answers to his questions and blah blah blah. I truly did not like this book much. See, to be clear, I did not dislike this book. I really liked it, but it has so many flaws. And the thing with that is, if a book has flaws in its plot and characters and writing, then it gets very hard to actually notice the good points. I mean, this is a smooth read, but it's very hard to enjoy this smooth read because of the fact that there are so many things that will break your flow of reading every 5 or 6 lines, and they will mess up your mind in that way. Now, I do have a full review of this book planned, and it will come maybe next week or next to next week, and I'll discuss what I did not like about this book. Basically, there are a lot of problems I had with this book. I will discuss it in that review. But while I was reading this book, I still know a lot of you will still want to pick it up because it's a fantasy novel written by an Indian author, and we don't get that genre much except for the mythological stuff, right? So I know a lot of you would like to try it. So I would not discourage you to not try it, because yes, there are high chances that you may like it, and I did not like it because of the problems in it. But that is your decision to make. Do watch my review for more details. A spoiler-free review it would be, and then you can make up your decision, okay? And if you don't want my review to make a decision, then also it's fine, okay? Anyway, these are all the books that I read last month. Basically 6 different kind of romance novel and 1 fantasy novel. This is what you get in this mini reviews video. Do not forget that the detailed reviews are on my blog, so do check it out. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Tell me which are the books you read last month. I am waiting for that answer in the comments down below, and this is the end of this video. This is Manpreet signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.